Khushbu Sharma, comes here with festive greetings for all of you, welcomes you on our forum this afternoon, and we truly appreciate your presence and your time as always. And as we say that we come together with the sheer purpose of getting an inch more closer to coaching and its business. And today, yet again, we are here together on this forum, exclusively there for you, sharing our wisdom with you and making the difference. Well, um, this conception of coaching represents an evolution now, and coaching is no longer just a benevolent form of sharing what you know with somebody less experienced or less senior, although that means a valuable aspect, but that's not no longer the only aspect of coaching. It also is a way of asking questions as to spark insights in the other person. And as we all know, that skilled coaching involves a lot of focus on unlocking people's potential to maximize their own life experiences. And that is exactly why the best practitioners today have mastered both parts of the process, which is imparting knowledge and also helping others discover it themselves. And they can artfully do both in different situations. And that's what we get to see and witness today around us. Well, today, let's dive in for another interesting conversation with our very own Dr. Dhirendra Gautam, who excels the art of looking at life from a refined perspective. Well, very warm welcome, Dr. D. How are you doing today?
Fine, fine. Thank you, Khushbu. It's really nice backing here and coming to talk to our audience. And of
Right,
course, we try to answer their question as much as possible. Yeah,
right. Absolutely, Dr. D. And that's a kind of a significant effort that we all want to put in to bridge the gap between people, coaches, non-coaches, coachee, everybody, and bring coaching and as a lifestyle to people. So
right.
today, Dr. D, I do not have a very specific question with regards to coaching as a business, but we really would like to hear from you, and this is basis on a lot of questions that has come in the past that we've tried to take something out, and so Dr. D, it's festive time, and celebrations is what we see all around us, and people at
Yes,
this time feel a complete different vibe and are very happy and are actually much more happier than the regular routine life of theirs.
right.
Uh, Today, I would like to talk to you about and for coaches only. So, as coaches, we usually deal with different clients with different needs and challenges, and a lot of it is related to people's mental state of mind, their happiness quotient, their feelings, and their emotions. Basically, life revolves around that, whether personally or professionally.
Right.
So, my question to you here is that why, and today also when we see that the vibe is different, people are much more happier, they're very joyful, very cheerful, in spite of the fact that the work pressure is still there and nothing moves away, there's life already there, but we still, this phase brings that kind of charm and excitement. um what is your what wisdom would you like to share with us as coaches? What and how can we as coaches tap on this emotion of our clients and somewhere try and navigate and tap on this emotion so well that we can make this charm joyful ride that we have during the festive times, if we could have that throughout with them, or we can just kind of figure out a way to navigate that for our people. Since this is something that struck me also a lot, and a lot of people in different forms put this across. Hence, we thought we would love to hear from you, and if you could share your wisdom on that, it would be really great because symbol specific challenges are always addressed by the coaches, Dr. D. But this is
Yeah.
something that we feel if we can hear your thought process on that, maybe we as coaches can actually dwell on it a little.
Right. I think it's one of the great question, Khushbu, you have put together here, and it looks very simple, but I think answering it is the most difficult part because
Ji,
whole of the creation of mankind is just to quest for happiness. Everybody from morning to evening, from their childhood, from becoming 5 to 6 year old to 100 years old people, everybody is behind the happiness, whatever they are doing in their life or in their career. or in their business or in their relationship. Even the purpose of all these things, the purpose of life, having a career or having a business or having a relationship, is all somewhere in the process of search of happiness. But the biggest myth about the happiness is there is majority of the peoples are not happy, and it is not a new thing, like everybody knows it. And that's why what happens ki everybody try to find out the happiness from different thing. Like we remember when we were smaller, our parents used to say that कि, okay, अभी थोड़ा बड़े हो जाओगे तो खुशी मिलेगी, थोड़ा पढ़ो. So when
जी
we started reading और पढ़ो और happiness मिलेगी, then we grow in, then they say that कि, okay, you become something like doctor or engineer or a chartered accountant or something professional, then you will become happy. We become that also. Then people they say, no, you get the job, you have a good job, you have money, then you will become happy. People get into that also. People get the job somehow. Then they say, no, job is okay. Now you have money, you get married and you will get happy. Then you
जी
get married also, and
जी
then you realize that like all this hunt of happiness was somewhere a dream itself. That the day will come and people will become happy. And there is no fault of the people who were saying, our parents or whoever was saying like that, because they have been also in the same path, and their path of looking for happiness being the same. And then what happens is suddenly at the mid career, when you will get married, when you have job, when you have money, when you have salary, when you have kids, everything you have it, and still happiness is not there, then suddenly it becomes a spiritual thing. लोग बोलेंगे कि ठीक है, तुम्हारे भाग में होगा, मिलना तो मिलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं मिलेगा. And otherwise they say that ki, okay, fine, now go to some guru, go to some mandir, go to some temple, church, whatever religion you follow, whatever guru you follow. Then
yeah
suddenly people they start going to those people in search of happiness, and that is the fact. And majority of the people are knowing this. It is nothing new which I am sharing. Yes, we have got an opportunity to talk, so we are talking, and many people they talk like that. Some of the very myth is associated with the happiness we need to know. And before we need to know, as you started the session, ki yes, up to this everybody knows. Ki getting the job, career, business, qualification, wife, husband, kids, family, money is not going to give you the happiness. And if you everybody knows that these are not going to give the happiness, the role of the coach becomes very important. Ki how a coach can help you to quench or get your happiness if it is so difficult to have it. And yes, very much it is possible, and coach plays a very important role in this, Kushbu. Like I called the role of a life coach is nothing less than a doctor.
जी
A doctor is a medical doctor. He ensures you are having a good health, but a doctor never ensures you are happy.
जी
Your parents can ensure that you have good food, good education, good qualification. Your wife and husband, parents, spouse, everybody can sponsor, ensure that you have better thing, but nobody can ensure that you are
you're
happy.
happy.
Even your company and organization where you are working, giving your 8 to 10 hours,
Yes
they will give you money, they will give you better office, nice
yeah
computer, nice chair, nice breaks, nice coffee, nice tea,
yeah
big building, but they cannot ensure that you can be happy.
True. Very true.
So we need to understand some of the very strange part behind the happiness. And then
Hmm.
only we can see how happiness can be experienced. And here I change the experienced. I will say the reason behind that also.
Ji.
So few of the myth is like that with the people that ki happiness is always a product or a outcome. That is the biggest myth. People feel that ki, okay, if I will become a engineer or a doctor or a IAS officer, I will be happy. No,
Hmm.
happiness is not a product or service or an outcome whether you achieve it and you will become
Indeed.
happy. So by achieving the qualification, by achieving a securing a better job, or getting married, or having kids, having house, having car, is not going to give you the happiness. So
Ji.
happiness is not a outcome, product, or a result of something. First, this is the myth. And if you understand this, happiness is not lying in any other things, then where happiness is lying? Automatically it shifts happiness lying in you. Second, happiness is not an incident. It is not a result of, like, you are bringing a car and from that day you become happy. No.
Ji.
For a moment you become happy. Your
Hmm.
car gives you comfort and that brings a pleasure to you. Your house
Right.
gives you comfort and that gives a pleasure to you. But it will not give you the happiness for entire of your life.
True. Very true.
So we need to understand that happiness is not an incident, it is an experience. So let me tell you this example with an another example. And you are working in corporate, we all know it. Majority of the people they work in office and corporates, and they can see that. You find hundreds of the peoples are working on the same floor in same office. Few of the peoples are happy, few of the peoples are not happy.
I'm happy.
Only few are happy, majorities are not unhappy, not happy,
Yeah.
because the environment, the office, the culture, the everything is same.
Yeah.
But why few are happy? Because it is personal thing, it is not a social thing, it is not a general thing. So happiness is your personal thing inside you, and it is your experience. So whatever you are doing it, wherever you are, it doesn't matter you are at a home or you are traveling on car or a road or a train or a plane, or you are sitting in an office, or you are sitting somewhere else. If you are experiencing something which gives you a pleasure, that is the happiness. So the purpose of life should be how we should do the things where I should experience happiness. And as I said, happiness is not a result or an outcome or a destination. It is
Ji.
not like that. I go to Delhi or Bombay or USA, I become happy. No.
Ji.
If it is not a destination, if it is not a result, then what is this?
Hmm.
I always define happiness is a path of little success. It is the path, it is not the destination. So you have to create a path of fulfillment, satisfaction, and success. Again, I am very cautious when I talk about success, because people start taking success as a very big thing.
Yes.
Rather than I focus on, it is a path of satisfaction and fulfillment. So when you create a path and you enjoy the path, the happiness will come automatically while being on the path. What is the path? As a student, study is your path. So while studying, you should be so much inside with your study that you should be enjoying the study, whatever you are doing it, and then you will be happy. Similarly, first I'm giving the example and then I will see why people are not happy here also.
Hmm.
If you are doing a job, you should create the situation, circumstances, the opportunity for you where while being on the job or a career or pursuing the business, you should be experience happiness while being there.
Hmm.
There also people are not happy
Hmm.
because whether you are doing job or you are doing a study or you are in a relationship or you are into running a business, there also you don't experience because the path you have created is not the path of your own choice. It is not your passion. The job, the career, the relationship, the study, all what you have chosen it, all with a certain purpose to have better job, better career, better money, better life, better
Right.
spouse, and better things. Nothing was created by you with a purpose of pursuing your own passion, which you can give it satisfaction and fulfillment. So, the only way to be a happy person is to pursue your passion. Unless you pursue your passion, you cannot have satisfaction and fulfillment in what you are doing in your life or in your career or in your business or in your relationship. And unless you have the satisfaction and fulfillment, you cannot have happiness and blissfulness in your life. Here the role of coach comes in, Khushbu, and that's why I'm saying it, how the role of a coach becomes very important.
Very important, right?
See, as we discussed, you are a coach, you know that we keep on coaching many peoples at a diverse level, in a diverse kind of organization, whether in corporate or in business or in leadership or the Aam Aadmi. Finding the passion is a very difficult part. People mostly get confused with the passion, with the hobby and attraction. Our attractions are so much emphatic that we are getting attracted towards different lifestyle, different
Hmm.
career,
True.
different education level, which is altogether very different from what can be my passion. Second thing, as we know that all of we human being, we operate from our acquired personality. And when you operate from your acquired personality, discovering the passion will be very difficult. Unless you know who you are, unless you
Hmm.
know what is your personality, how you can find it out what is your passion?
Right.
And unless you know your passion, it is very difficult to create a future career based on your passion where you can have fulfillment and satisfaction. And when you have fulfillment and satisfaction, automatically you are going to experience happiness and
Yes.
bliss. Here the role comes, and at India Coaching Federation, we have designed a very specialized module where we help people to discover their real personality, their what is
Right.
their real personality is there, and when they discover their real personality, they have the opportunity to discover their passion. And
Yeah.
once they discover their passion and personality, they know what can make them happy. Happiness, I just send it, it is an experience. It is not
Experience.
like that you are not going to do anything. Yes, you need to
Hmm.
do the things, but which
Of
things?
course.
The
Of
things
course.
which will be giving you fulfillment and satisfaction. If the things you are doing it is not giving fulfillment and satisfaction, you cannot experience happiness. You always have chaos. You always have dissatisfaction. We are, that's why I'm saying we see we have been working in big corporate.
Yeah.
70 to 80% of the senior leadership team, they are not happy, satisfied, and fulfilled with their life, their career, and their job.
Yeah.
Why? Whole of the life, people are trying to get into this kind of job, to get into
Yeah.
this kind of career, to earn this much of money, to have this kind of position. And once
Right.
you reach to that level, you are not happy, you are
You're
not
not happy.
satisfied, you are not
Right.
fulfilled.
True.
The reason is that you didn't discover your passion. You are
Mm.
not pursuing your passion. Whatever you are doing it is rather a compulsion. What is the compulsion? To maintain your lifestyle, to
Mm.
maintain the EMI of your house, to maintain the EMI of your car, to maintain the good education of your kids, to maintain your high society. So when you have to reach up to that level, and all this had happened in search of happiness,
Happiness.
and you were stuck up in a position where now get all the position and profile you wanted to have in your life, still you cannot enjoy, and you are in frustration and you are not happy, and now you cannot leave that also.
Yeah.
And it is no need to living that, Khushbu. That's why I'm saying you can still pursue and being in that profession, job, and career. And a coach, a leadership coach, can very well help you transforming their current role to a role which you can transform into a passionate role.
Sorry.
How you can discover the passion within the role you are performing. A person who is a sales director or a marketing director or a finance director for 50 years of his age, suddenly you cannot change his career. No. But a coach can transform your career to bring you discover the purpose, the passion inside your existing career to create a meaningful career where you have fulfillment and satisfaction, where you can start experiencing happiness. And there the role of the coach is become even at the top. Nobody else can do it. Nobody else. We have
Yeah.
seen the richest people on this earth, they are dying because of many reason. They are not happy, they are not satisfied in their life. In Western, there are a lot of example. All the
Yeah.
Western people who are the richest person on this world, they all are divorcees. So there are examples. How they are happy in their life? No, they have been married for 30, 30, 40, 40 years, and suddenly they realize that it is not working out. How suddenly they become unhappy? Earlier also they were not happy, and now also they are not happy. Yes, they are very big people.
Yeah.
Money wise, they are very big people. But as a human being, they are very small. They doesn't know how to live the life. And here the role of a coach plays a very important. And when I say a coach, not all coaches can do it. You have to be very careful. Many of the coaches who call themselves coach, but they are themselves struggling with their life, career, business, and
I'm very
relationship
much.
challenges. I have a friend, one of my friend who is a wellness coach,
Mm.
and suddenly he was into a mental anxiety. He
Oh.
was not talking to me for a couple of weeks, and then suddenly one day when I talked to him, he said that he got a nervous breakdown.
Oh.
I asked the person, "Yeah, you are a wellness coach. How you can have a nervous breakdown?"
Right.
Controversy, and it is not like some disease. Yes, I can
Mm.
have some disease. I can have some heart attack or cancer. I don't know,
Yeah.
because that can be any problem. It's not in my control. But you should not have a mental imbalance being a coach. what balance you can teach it to the other people. So it is very important. Thus, the role of a coach becomes very important, Kushbu. It is a bigger responsibility also.
It is.
It is a bigger responsibility also, and that is the reason I always say to the people, when you are looking for a coach, when you are identifying a coach, you should ask them to demonstrate you, tell you
Mm-hmm.
how they can do it. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. It will not be solved. Your problem will not be resolved, and you will start blaming the whole coaching community. There are
Mm-hmm.
many good people
True.
who are coaches are there. There are many
Right.
good coaches are there. In our India
Right.
Coaching Federation, we have created many good coaches who are transforming and resolving the life, career, business of the people. Every month,
Mm-hmm.
every month we are resolving many life, relationship, divorce cases with the people. So happiness is possible. It is not like that कि ये तकदीर वाला मामला है. तकदीर में
जी.
होगा तो मिलेगा, नहीं होगा तो नहीं मिलेगा. बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, इवन आवर पेरेंट्स सेज कि लगता है तेरे तकदीर में खुशी नहीं है.
Mm-hmm.
At the end you get frustrated, then you don't have any other option. I don't believe in this concept.
Right.
It is in our hand, and we have the opportunity to make ourselves happy, but
Correct.
we need to create our path. And
Correct.
one thing I would like to always remember to my audience, happiness is an experience, it is not an
Yeah.
outcome. So you feel that you buying a car is going to give happiness for a moment. Till your Padosi didn't buy a better car than you. Buying a house will be happiness till you have your Parosi or friend didn't buy a bigger house than you. Or till your capability becomes bigger to buy a bigger house and car. If you earn more money, this house will become very small for you.
Yeah.
If you earn more money, this car will become very small for you and you will be dissatisfied. So don't waste your time in looking for happiness in things by going any result or outcome, your qualification or experience, or becoming a CEO in the organization. No, it is an experience. Whatever
Right.
you are doing, whatever you are doing it, if your path of doing the things makes you fulfilled and satisfied, you get happiness.
Yeah.
That is in brief, I can say, Khushbu. Like, if any
No,
related question you have, then I can elaborate it. I think
no,
it's a very,
I
yeah,
think you've already elaborated it very well. And in fact, I've heard you so many times before, Dr. D, but I have still, when you were just talking, I made a little note of few things. So I've written life, that experience, it is an experience. Happiness is
yeah,
an experience. I've written it over here. And the tiny successes is what makes you happy. So
yeah.
even after listening to you for forever, I still got a good takeaway and I wrote it for me. So you elaborated it really well. And I don't know if I have any further questions to this, but I think I totally I totally enjoyed the conversation because it gave me a lot of food of thought, and I'm sure that it must have given a lot of food of thought to a lot of people who were listening or listening to us right now, who probably listen to us later. And I feel we should stop commoditizing happiness and considering it as a unit, as you said, and start to looking at it as experience of life. Um, I think I thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. Thank you very much for putting across your thoughts so well, Dr. D. I believe a coach is, as you've been saying, that a coach is someone who just helps individuals gain a better perspective about their life, and eventually they help clients improve their sense of contentedness. And that's what we do in our own ways. And that's where we as coaches step in people's life. Well, happiness, ladies and gentlemen, occurs when you do something you enjoy and when you feel content with your life. I'm sure our episode today must have given you some food of thought to ponder your thoughts on. Happiness drives your mental health. Your happiness quotient is something that, again, your mental health drives your relationships and your general well being as well. This brings us to the end of our episode today. We thank you, Dr. D, for your presence here. As always, we had a great time listening to you. And I would like to also say many, many thanks to the ones who joined in for today's episode. Thank you for being there. The festive time is around the corner. We wish you all a great festive greetings. May God bless you all. ICF wishes you all in advance a very happy Diwali. We shall see you soon. It's time to say bye for now. Stay tuned for the next episode. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Namaste. Thank you.